Hey, welcome to Sunday Night Live. Tony here, 2.0 for Darlene. She's in the comments already. 2.0, right? Hey, Elric the Blackheart, how you doing tonight? So, again, we are at 7 instead of 8. So maybe it'll catch on a little bit as we go on through the weeks. I do want to say, I think this is 114 Sunday Night Lives now. So we've got quite a number of them in the books. Well, I want to welcome everybody. Looking forward to spending time with you tonight. And we got a lot to talk about. Like my first ground dwelling tent camp. So I did move some stuff around. I was in here since yesterday getting the studio set up here. And I see if I can turn this without loosening it up. But just looking over here, whoop. Yeah, you can see I've got the top filled here. This is the cot, then this is the tent that we just slept in the other night. So we got that. That's what we're going to be talking about. That was interesting. So as you guys know, I am a tree hanger and not a ground dweller. This is that camo. I got things. This was a mess. I've got these metal racks in here on this wall. I got 2 sets of them. So I thought I would change it up a little bit, get things a little bit more organized again. Because after the weeks, you just kind of get things going and pulling off and putting back. And I got stuff in the car, but I just kind of go back and forth. Ooh, there's that 55 liter. So, yeah. So hopefully everybody's having a great Sunday. Yeah, I got a shelf here and a shelf down here. So I've got things laid out on it. So I've got, as you guys, someone commented about the video and said, what is this, a thing for fire maple? Like an infomercial? Nope, I just got a lot of fire maple stuff. Oh, get you turned around here. Hopefully nobody got dizzy me doing that. But I did put the little buddy up here because it gets a little chilly in here sometimes. So I do have that set up in here, but that will eventually go down into the car for, I turn that on just a little bit just to take the chill off before I go to sleep. And then if I wake up in the middle of the night, turn it on again, but I don't let it on in the car. I usually just run it for about 5 to 10 minutes in the Subaru and it warms right up. All right, so we got 27. You guys know that's my favorite number. We got 27 people watching right now. Yeah, we do. Let's see. Oh, Darlene, you know what? I did put in the comments our email in case anybody wants to email me. That's my email right there. Let's leave that up for a little while because I'll be popping comments on top of it while we're talking. So let's see. Oh, we were in here earlier. So Elric the Blackheart. So he's doing some, you'll see down a little further, he's doing some medical transport with his friend Jim. So I want to say hi, Jim. And Elric, thanks a lot for being such a great supporter of the channel. I know a lot of times on comments, he'll put in there, hey, I liked, shared, and commented, which is awesome because that really helps the channel a lot. I didn't realize how much the algorithm looks at interactions in the comments, but they do. I look at everything. They look at way too much stuff. I wish they'd just take a video and just put it out there. There's Darlene Good. So, hey, I said, like right down here, I call her Darling. So, when I talk to text, even if I say Darling, Darlene, it pops up Darling, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I just keep that in there. Yeah. So welcome, Darlene. Hope you are doing good. And there's the medical transport going on right now. All right. So hopefully you guys have a safe drive. And there's Sean. So Sean asked. It was a great last camp, which was with the fire maple tent. And as you guys know, I don't tent camp. And I got the tent with the thought of, well, a lot of times there's no trees, but Oh, I just clicked on. It's in the description. Um, the Fire Maple website, but I was just checking the links. I just went over there. They're having a sale on that right now, a pretty big sale. It's like 199 down. And I know it was like more than that, a good bit more than that before. So if you like it and you want to do a tent, that's a great tent. So I had not a bad time in it. I was actually pretty impressed with it. My biggest issue with the stroke is getting down on the ground. Took way longer to set up than my hammock takes. You know that. I just pull the strap out and go around a tree and then go to the other, walk it out and go to the other tree, hook the strap. I've got that, continuous ridge line that's running across the hammock. So as soon as I pull them straps tight, it's done. I just go sit in it, go, yeah, okay, that's pretty good. I don't need to really make any adjustments. So that's the amount of setup for my hammock. And then I use it to sit on. And with the tent, oh my goodness, the up and the down, the up and the down, putting the tent stakes in. And that took me, it got dark quick. But I was there 2:30, maybe around 2 o'clock, because it's getting darker earlier. But I got there around 2 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, we got to hurry and getting everything set up. Before you knew it, I was going to put the game cam up, and then I came back and look at that. It was dark, pretty much. And I did find out, there's so much with the Osmo Pocket 3. Even though I had auto set up on it for a lot of the stuff, I watched a video that talked about doing different settings and stuff. And that video and the last couple have been a little dark. I thought I had it fixed, and it looks good when I'm editing it. But then I noticed it's a little darker, but it was also darker. There wasn't much light. And trying to manage the light to get enough light and then still try to hide is a little tough. So it was a workout, but my back felt good getting up in the morning. My back's stiff anyhow. But when I do sleep in the hammock, much better. And that pad, believe it or not, I really didn't feel the ground as far as pressure points, things like that. The thermal layer, even though it didn't get real cold, and the ground's not real cold right now anyhow, but I really didn't feel the ground radiating up, which was pretty cool. One of the things I could probably do rather than getting a thermal, I mean, I have the thermal pad, that blow up one, in the car, but I'm thinking I can almost put my underquilt for my hammock underneath that pad, or open it up and just stick it in there and just lay in it. That would be interesting, but I'd have to take the pad. Things fill up in the backpack pretty quick. I don't know how I ever did it. When I used to do some early on. I mean, this was my this was my backpack, and I would stuff so much things into this little backpack. That was my original one that I had. That was 31 liter, but I would stuff a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, I would. But it just keeps, once you get the under quilt and the top quilt and all that stuff, it really starts filling up your bag pretty quick. Yeah. Hey, Chuck, how are you doing tonight? Alrighty, so there's Robert Brell. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing great. Yeah, we're doing great. I hope everyone else is too. Let's see. Okay, there's Freddie. Hey, Freddie, how are you doing tonight? Hello, everybody, says Freddie, Mr. 2.0. Hey, Elric the Blackheart. Yes, Rick Whitson. How are you doing, brother? Yeah, I had mailed out a couple people had asked me for stickers. So I mailed some stickers out. Was it earlier in the week? Hopefully you got some, Darlene. So Darlene didn't know I was sending her any, but I had her address and I had a couple people's address that had sent me things in the past, and I just saved their little address things. But sent one to Darlene, Jeff Cooper, Debbie Hills. And because I don't write real good with this hand, I used a big marker, a big Sharpie, and I wrote real big the address. And then like return address, I'm like, nope. So if it got lost in the mail, let me know. I'll get somewhere out there. Yeah. So in fact, I'll tell you what. If you want a channel sticker, um, is my email still up on there? Let's see. Take this. Write down my email. Um, Send me your address on the email, and then I'll send you a channel sticker. How's that? I just got more in. So I just got ordered 250 channel stickers. So send me an email and I will get you a channel sticker, and it'll be this one right here. So a lot of people have been putting them on their water bottles. So like they'll take like a tumbler and stick the sticker on it. And a couple people have been sending me pictures or posting pictures on our Facebook family page. But there you go. There's a sticker. Send me an email and with your address, and I will throw them into an envelope. I got envelopes. I went out and got some envelopes the other day, so I got a whole pack of envelopes. So says 35 count. So if more than 35 people want, well, there's probably less now. There's like 30 envelopes in there. But if more than 30 people want stickers, I'll get some more envelopes. Yep. But let's use those up. All right. This is the sticker it's going to be. Is that the one? Yeah. No, that's not. That's one of the. So I changed it a little bit. Here it is. So that was the one design. Originally, Jeff Cooper had sent me this one, and then I went on, and then I did this one just to try the letters out. And then what I settled on, so is this one, kind of like the military letters. So that's what that one looks like. So like I said, send me an email and I'll get you a sticker out right away. All right. Let's see. Hey, Dixie Cup, there you are. How are you doing tonight? Hi, Tony. Hi, everyone. There's my buddy Mike. Hey, Mike. How are you doing? Let's see. There's Miss 2.0. Hey, hon. So you know what Miss 2.0 did? So I have, because I need to drink a lot of water. I haven't been drinking as much water as I should. And I noticed, do you know that okay, as you know, I don't eat any carbs. Look it up for blood sugar. Just type it in to Google. Blood sugar. Can your reading be higher if you're dehydrated? And sure enough, it can be 50 to 100 points higher if you're if you're dehydrated. So one of the things I've been doing is trying to stay hydrated, because I noticed that when I'm not hydrated, I start getting lethargic and stuff like that. So I had ran out of water. For me to get this filled up downstairs, it's can I spin you that way? Let's see. This is my water bottle, but right here is, so just like the car. So in the car, I've got a 5-gallon. So up here, I've got a 3-gallon, because for me to fill up water, I got to go down the stairs, back up the stairs, down the stairs. Stairs aren't great for me, but it's rehabby, right? So I got another USB thing, and then I can just fill up my water. But it has been empty, and I had made some steaks for Lisa and I tonight, and I was drinking my water because I was using like an electrolyte thing, just helps with dehydration and stuff. And it was empty, and I was like almost down, and I was like, oh, I don't feel like going all the way back down the steps to do that. Hey, Stitch, thank you, Stitch. Doing just got notified by Yobo Gear that oh, cool. I saw they had the turtle bug hammock stand was shipped. If I like it, I'll be using it at HangCon. Yeah, because then if I snore, you can take it and just move it. You don't got to move trees, right? I was looking at those, Stitch. I saw that they had, oh goodness, what was it? But yeah, it was, they were just releasing it, or is that the one they were just releasing just recently? So I'm not sure, but thank you for doing the gifted memberships, and we'll see in the comments. Hopefully, if you're in here and you don't know about the 2.0 crew, that's the member tab in the videos. But I put out like little short things saying hi to everyone. I think I did one Monday. I forget what I was doing, but I'll just record something real quick and then put it up there, just saying hi and thanking everybody and just kind of showing you around different stuff. But so Miss 2.0 goes, is that, do you still have water in that? And I was like, no. I said, I don't feel like going, trying to get it downstairs and then working it back up. And she took it down and carried it back up for me. Yeah. And she goes, since you made the steak, I'll do that. Yeah. So, oh boy. Yeah. So thank you so much, honey. Really, really appreciate that. Yes, I do. Let's get back to comments. Hey, there's old and cracking dated. How are you doing, brother? Foothills of the Appalachia. Hey, Tony and Lisa. Hello from North Georgia. So Georgia just had their bushcraft thing a couple weekends ago, and I know Rewild went. And last Sunday, he posted something about Blackie Thomas just having a stroke. So I went over and made a comment on his thing because obviously that's one of the things that I had several years ago in March. But I just saw he put out a video earlier today talking about his stroke experience. And I'll tell you what, praise the Lord, because that was his one side of the brain had no, they did a CAT scan, showed nothing, zero. So they rushed him in and removed the clot. His heart's been fluttering and it made a clot. So if you haven't watched it, he just put it out. So I went in and made a comment and just praising the Lord for him, the Lord putting people around him that day, and also getting him to where he needed to be. Now, I guess he's got a monitor that's going to be monitoring that flutter, and then maybe down the road might have to do a pacemaker or something. So continued prayers for Blackie Thomas, very well known in the community. Yes, in the bushcraft community. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all have told me about him as well over the years. So that's a question from Freddie. In the studio, in your home, or like off of your house? No, it's actually, this was my son's, Jonathan's, old bedroom. So when I was doing during the stroke, when I was set up in our living room, and this room became a catch-all for, as our kids moved out of the house, there were certain things that they wanted to hang on to or just didn't feel like taking with them, and it ended up in this room. So two of my daughters, Gabby and then also Rachel, they while I was still recovering and stuff, said, "Hey, let's maybe make Jonathan's bedroom a studio for you, so you can get out of the living room." Because I was just in the living room, our fireplace. I had camo set up in front of the fireplace, and I'd move stuff around a little bit. But since then, so it's been changing over time, but they came in, we cleaned it out. They did a lot of it. It had carpet in it. We ripped up the carpet. It has original wood floors in it, I think from the early 1900s is when this house was built, I believe. But ripped the carpet out, got everything cleaned up, and um, we threw away a lot of stuff that they didn't want anymore. And here we are. So it is at our second floor within the house. There's a set of steps that run down. But this is on the second floor. And since then, we've been doing all of our Sunday Night Lives up here. And things have changed. I mean, I went out and I got old birch trees that were dead in the woods and dragged them home and put them in the car. And I pulled up the one day in the back of the house, and I'm dragging this tree into our kitchen, and Miss 2.0 was in the kitchen. She goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I got a tree. I'm gonna put it upstairs in the studio." So she's like, "Oh, okay." Now I have a real big tree. Let's turn right here. This is a big one. So I got this, and this is screwed actually to the wall. So this is a very large one. Little did I know that it must have had like eggs and stuff in it, or I don't know, some ants or something. When it heated up in here, I was looking one day and I was like, "Oh, what's that? How did that get in here?" It was crawling, and then they had wings. I was like, "Uh oh." So I treated the room and stuff, but that was right before we did our first trip across America. So by the time I got back, they were all gone. And I haven't seen any for years now. All right. So let's keep talking. Yeah. Let's see. Yes. Hey, Daniel, how are you doing? Daniel Tucker. Uh, are you related to Tanya? Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Albert, how you doing? Hey, Tony. Donald Best. Hey, Donald Best. Just wanted to say hi. Donald Best from Warsaw, North Carolina. Love your videos. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. There's Gene. Hey, Gene. Yeah. Hello from Georgia. A lot of people in here from Georgia tonight. Continued prayers for us, Tony. Absolutely. Yeah, North Carolina, Georgia, the whole up and down there. Hopefully, I know the Appalachian Trail just really got devastated down in North Carolina there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, continued prayers and to not be forgotten. And I think with everything that's going on in the United States, with everything that's going on in the United States, I think it's going to get much better. Yes. All right. So, hey, Chad, how are you doing? Hello from Toledo, Ohio. Toledo. Yeah. Let's see. Split personality. It's my split personality. Split my message to Darlene. There you go. All is good in Michigan. Hey, Kyle. Happy Sunday. Currently cooking a pizza. There you go. All the way out there in California. Pizza in CA, California, Southern California right now. Let's see. Stitch saying hi, everybody. Camping with Samps. How are you doing? The more you use the tent, the faster you get at setting it up. But I understand getting down on one knee, especially with your situation. Yeah. So that was the toughest part, getting up and down so much. And because once I get down, I can get back up. It's just a lot of concentration and then getting up. So yeah, it's like even in the morning, I had to go out, set the camera up, then come back in. And then usually I would do a couple more angles and I'm like, nope. I'm crawling out, and I'm just one take. And so, yeah, it kind of hinders me at doing some things that I would normally do. Not saying I'm never going to use it again. I am definitely going to do tent camping again. There's certain situations where I can, and I would love to. So that camo netting, I think I would love to do the camo netting. Um, Camo netting again, but over the tent, I'd need two pieces that size, which I would certainly need to do. Yeah, let's see. What's that stitch? Uh, did that pop up? Oh, thank you, Stitch. And let's see. Pray for Woods S87, Rip brother, and love his family, love to his family. So I did not get to that comment yet. I'm so sorry. Bless you and letting the community know. All right, I'm gonna get to that if I can find it, because I'm looking at two different screens here. Uh, let's see. Hello, everyone. Sorry to say this, but uh, Woods passed away. I am his wife. Oh, but wanted to let you all know he loved you guys. Oh, and his phone we shut off soon. We'll shut off soon, but wanted to let you all. Yeah, definitely prayers for you, Miss Woods 87. You know, I remember always seeing him pop in the comments, especially the 87, because that is like a very, very familiar number for me, 87, because my favorite hockey player wears it. So um, I always, every week, seeing him in here when he can be. It says Woods 87. Let's see. I'm in a different portion because I don't want to lose my spot here. So I'm looking over here. And Tony, he loved watching your videos and was a big fan. And I wanted to getting tearing to say thank you for for letting him be a part of the family. God bless and stay healthy. Well, God bless you too. Thank you so much, and send me an email as well. So and also, if you feel comfortable enough, send me an email, and then I'll send you my uh, um, my phone number. All right. So that way, if you want to reach out, you certainly can, and we can talk, and I can pray with you on the phone personally. Absolutely. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, and definitely many, many prayers for him and for your family as well. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see. Make sure I see this here. I'm trying to. Sam bananas. I'm not sure, Chad, what that is, but camping. Are you? I'm not sure. I must have missed it, but I see that. Is that Sam Bananas? I think that's what I saw there. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sorry. My thoughts are just going um, for Woods. There we go. I think that's up now. Hey, Hike with Mike. Hey, folks. It's good to see you in here tonight. There's Alpine Warrior. Alpine Warrior just put out was it the North Face something tent? Just put out a video. I saw that a little while ago that you had put that out. But let's see. Hello, everyone. Alpine saying, let's see. Continuing to go down. Hey, there's Cure for Parkinson's, and Cure for Parkinson's sent me a couple pictures earlier with. Uh, Now, Cure for Parkinson's is what kind of started it. He says, "Hey, how do I get a sticker?" And I said, "Send me an email." And he sent me one that night. And then it took me a little while because I had to go get envelopes, and then I sent a couple stickers out to Cure for Parkinson's, and then he's sent me some pictures. Got one on the near the license plate, one on the truck, and one on um, the water bottle. And that's why I was talking about that, about being on the water bottle. So like I said, send me an email if you can, and want a channel sticker, and I will get it out to you as soon as I can. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Tony family flew back to Hawaii this morning. Miss Stitch and I just got back down to Rancho Stitcho. Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, Stitch, for sharing the pictures with me. That was awesome. Just seeing Ruff there with the company and everybody, and really looks like y'all had a great time. There's Jeff. Hey, made it. So, Jeff, did you get the different things? Yeah. Oh, that. Hey, let's have mail Mondays on Sunday. And so, uh, Jeff had sent me a message and said, "Hey, um, I got a, uh, I got a." Uh, Mail sent out to you. So he said, check your mail. And this was on Tuesday. So after Veterans Day, I went to the post office, and sure enough, I opened it up, and there was a little yellow card in there. So I took it to the lady at the post office, and she handed me this, and it wasn't wrapped or anything, just in plastic. And I pulled it out. I went, oh, there was two of them. They were double stacked. And I was like, what is that? And I'm looking confused. And then I turned it, and I saw the side of it. What side did I see? There we go. And this side here, and you can see it says butter mold. Yeah. So it's for making sticks of butter. So it's silicone on the bottom, and then on the top is plastic. So as y'all know, I made butter the other day. Maybe you don't know, but I made butter the other day because Jeff said, "Hey, did you ever make butter? We're making butter here at the house." And I made butter, and I just made it into a roll and then put it in the refrigerator. But Jeff and Melissa found these on Amazon, and then went and got me a set too, and they used it the other day, and they told me that what they found is that once that it makes butter, which is in the KitchenAid with the whisk, and then they melt it down again, heat it back up so it's more of a liquid, and then pour it into the molds, stick the molds in the refrigerator, and then take them out and individually wrap them with wax paper and stuff. And I still have a little bit of butter left, but once I'm out of my butter, I'm using the molds. And I got a lot of comments for eating butter on that last video for breakfast. So if you don't know, carnivore, butter has a ton of nutrients. So I've always loved butter, but I was said, hey, breakfast of champions. I was eating the rest of that butter. But I have already eaten one day. I ate probably a stick and 3/4 of butter. I had butter for a late breakfast because I didn't eat breakfast that morning. I had a stick of butter, so I ate the butter. And then later that evening, I ate another, well, almost a whole stick. It was like 3/4 of a stick. But I was satiated or satisfied all day long just from the butter. And if you know anything about ketosis, definitely threw me into ketosis pretty quick over the next couple days. So anyhow, I'll be eating some of my own butter. But a lot of people commented. There was one comment, I just saw it earlier tonight. It said, oh my goodness, Tony, really love your videos, but about eating the butter, I'm, worried about you. But lot of nutrients in butter. Yeah, when you're on the carnivore, it's very beneficial because you need that fat because now your energy is coming from your fat. So and nothing like eating a pure stick of fat. Yeah, and with a lot of good nutrients. So when you're making your own, like I said, I wish there was a farm around here where I could get fresh cream off of the milk and then make it right from that. Right now, I'm using heavy whipping cream. I'm trying to find more of a supply for that. Yeah. All right. So thank you very much, Jeff. Looking forward to using the butter molds. We got breakfast, lunch, dinner. No, just kidding. They will go. They definitely will. Yeah. Hey, there's homeless Santa. How you doing, brother? Let's see. I'm sure you're a butter eater too, brother. Yeah. Yes, you are. Yeah. And let's see. That's right. And thank you again, Stitch, for the 5 members. Uh, member for 5 months. There we go. I thought you did 5 gifted members. I read it wrong the first time, but you definitely always gift members. Yes. But I saw the member for 5 months. You've been the longest member and the first member and for the 2.0 crew. Blazing Trails. Oh, okay. Along with the chair. Perfect. Okay, homeless Santa's getting one too. Nice. Yeah, I was confused. I look at things just real quick sometimes and I don't read it. I figure out what it's gonna say, but I'm wrong. Yeah, yeah. But it's good to be a member. Absolutely. I just saw winners in hiking for the crew. I might try the chair. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Uh, will will there be a Bucky's stop on the way down to Florida? I think maybe. Yeah, there's a couple on the way down now. Wonder if I would hit the one in Florida, but the one in South Carolina definitely be stopping there on the way down. I might be a part of the video on the way down. I'm not sure how I'm going to film that yet, but certainly will. In fact, I'm not sure what I'm filming. Yeah, I'm going to do any. There we go. Yeah, so that's I finally got down to it. So that's what we were talking about. Woods 87 wife is posting that, and that's what we talked about a little bit. Definitely many prayers for you and your family. Yeah, I can't even imagine that. I really can't. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? Hi, Tony. Did you eat a stick of butter for breakfast on the last video? Love your videos. So that was a partial stick of that I just had. The other, did I eat a stick the other day? Not on a video, but I ate a. I eat not all the time, but I do eat like if I'm just like in the car in the refrigerator in the car, I've got butter in there, and if I kind of feeling like a little hungry, I've been known to open up the refrigerator, cut off a little bit because it's a block that's in the car, cut off a block and eat it quick and then keep it going. Yeah. Setting up a hammock. Let's see. Yeah, definitely sorry to hear about Woods 87. Condolences from everyone there. Ah, well, we're just so blessed to have been a part of his life. Absolutely. Um, hey, Donald, how you doing? How you doing? There's a bearded Viking. How you doing? Good evening, Tony. How are you tonight? Nah, I'm doing good. Let's see. There's Tony Porter. Hey, Tony. Cooling down here in Florida. You know, I got a email from Cure for Parkinson's, and he's like, the other day it was like 52 here and very windy. It's been windy in Pennsylvania. 10 to 20 mile an hour winds. So when it's overcast, and that last video was so overcast, that made it really tough too. But he sent me a thing, says, "Oh, it's so hot down here, and it's 89 degrees, I think it was." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll send you some cold air. I could use some 89 degrees." Uh, I do like warmer weather. Okay. My friend just had a stroke. He's doing okay, but I see you have faith. I'll see you and have faith. He'll make a full recovery. He's only 50. Yeah, definitely. And that's the one thing about a stroke. It is definitely not a cookie cutter, and getting able to be seen right away when the symptoms start just increases the chances, yes, of full recovery. Yeah. Yes, Wednesday 17th. Thank you. Yeah, homeless Santa. You know what I uncovered? Let's see if I got that. I know it's early. It's early, but let me step over here. But I just grabbed this. Oh, into the closet. I'll do this in honor of homeless Santa. Yeah. We got Christmas coming up soon at some point. Yeah, we do. So I still have the glasses here from last year. So uh yeah. So, and the lights are up. So if you watched the video last year when I was did the lighting display, they actually have that lighting display up. They changed it around a little bit. So the big choir, I'm gonna have hat here. Yeah, I am. So the big choir, the and just so many old plastic blown ornaments, but the choir that is on the bleachers is set up in a different spot now, but really cool spot. And the funny thing, when I did that video, all right, so in that video I'm going to the lighting display and I'm going to film. I've got the Santa suit on, and I saw everybody looking at me like, "Hey." And I felt so uncomfortable with it because I'm just filming and talking to the camera in a Santa outfit, and I'm on the sidewalk. I ended up going back to the car, got in. I found out later that Santa's there every night, except that night. Santa wasn't there that night. And all the kids and the parents were looking at me like, "I didn't think you were here tonight." And I'm like, "Oh, I could have probably gotten away with being a stealth camper as a Santa in the Santa house, but I wouldn't have had a place to unlock the key to get into his little shed." But yeah, that's funny. All right, so where are we at here? Yeah, yeah. Uh, if you like, here's yeah. Thank you, Stitch, for doing that. Yes. Uh, it was my auction number for many years in 4 states. Oh, that is so cool. Will do. Thank you. Yeah, it's been hard for his two sons are taking it hard, but praying will definitely help. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and we know not what day. Yeah, so definitely, if you're living life and just are depressed or anything like that, or just going through different things, remember that, every day that we get is a blessing. Try to live it to the fullest, no matter what the struggle. All right, just set out to live that life. We're only given one, absolutely. So definitely, and that's a staunch reminder, to all of us, but also to just know where you're going to spend eternity as well. Yeah, prayers. Rick, I'm 62 and never slept in a hammock, but gonna try it. Absolutely, Rick. So sleeping on the ground, big difference for me. And you know who just slept in a hammock for the so Superior Gear, all right. Danny, guys, correct me if I'm not right, but I believe Danny from Superior Gear. Uh, just was it yesterday or day before yesterday? If you guys know Darwin on the trail, so Darwin um, met up with and did an overnight with Superior Gear, and he Darwin on the trail has slept in a hammock before, didn't like it, and I think he was in I forget what hammock it was, and people were commenting, well, that's why because of that. It was the hammock was one of the first ones out, but he didn't really know how to set it up or land it, and I guess Danny got him all laid and gave him a class on it, and he actually enjoyed it. And it was just so funny that as a ground dweller, he became a tree dweller and put out a video last week. I don't know if he put it out on Friday. I think Friday. And here I'm a tree dweller and did a tent camp. I just thought it was really funny. We did not coordinate that at all. Yeah. All right. So there's Mike saying Rip Woods 87. Absolutely. Hey, Carl. How are you doing, Carl? So hello, Tony and everyone. I'm late. Lots going on here with brother-in-law passing away. Yeah, just so many people just have experiencing just people passing away. Yeah, so family's everything. So if you don't hold any grudges with anyone, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Yeah. I'm sure you're gone by now because that's at 7:30. But if you're not, God bless you. Love you. And if you feel the need, please send me an email, and I would love to talk to you. I'd like to learn more about Woods 87 too. Yes. Yes. Yeah. The one wins are available on Amazon, and I have heard decent reviews. And Homeless Santa, I'm a one wind hanger, so most of my hammocks are all one wind. I don't know. Might one day be able to get one of the other ones from Upgrade, in other words. But I like my one wind. It's yeah, and you can get the discount code too in the descriptions of the video. Hey, SF DCL. Good evening, says at Random Ventures 2.0. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Sorry, Woods 87 didn't know he passed away too. Yeah. I love butter, says Dixie. I love butter too. Yeah. Buttercup. Dixie cup. Yeah. Who remembers the old buttercups? As a kid, if we'd see one in the yard, just a little weed, little flower. Weed is only but an unloved flower. But do you remember holding the little buttercups up to your chin, or you'd hold it up to somebody else's chin, and you go, the sun would shine off of it and it'd make your chin a little yellow, and you go, oh, you like butter, or you go, oh, well, let's see if who likes butter, and you do that. I don't know where that came from, but maybe you guys remember that. I don't know. Yes, nice idea, making butter. Yeah, you could also make carnivore bars in that mold. That's true. Yeah. Texas Roadhouse Butter is best. Texas Roadhouse. Hope I don't know. I don't remember their butter. Yeah, but doing it straight from the cream like that, I did Redmond's real salt in it. I've got to add more salt the next time I do it because I didn't know how much to add. But I'm thinking, definitely more salt. Hey, Charles, how are you doing? Yeah, too much honey. That's right. I remember their butter has something in it. Honey. That's right, homeless Santa. Hey, Charles, always enjoy the videos. I enjoy you being on here and watching the videos. Greatly appreciated. Butter, 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 parquet. Yeah, you remember that commercial where the parquet would, the lid would open up, say parquet. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Donald Best, 146. 146 Cam. I'll tell you what, Donald, send me an email on my email. I'm going to post that email again. Where's banners? I got a banner up there, my email. If you anybody that wants a channel sticker, so I'll say that again. Anybody that wants a channel sticker, send me an email and I'm put it in the envelope, maybe 2 stickers, and then send them to you. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, I'm so far behind. Why am I not down there? I thought I had both screens open. I do. Oh, getting lots of hearts. I can see hearts over there. Everybody's hitting hearts. I appreciate the hearts. Thank you so much. Let's see. Back to comments. Where am I at? Comments. Comment. Let's see. Hey, there's Eva. How you doing, Eva? Good seeing you on here tonight. Hello, Tony. Nice last video. Was that butter good? Oh, butter. I love I love butter. Hey, can I have some butter? Blessings to you and your family. Take care. Well, you take care too, Eva. Thank you so much. Iowa State Fair has deep fried butter on a stick. Really, it was great. Not so much later in the day. Yeah, yeah, it can. Yeah. Say no more. But when you're carnivore, it doesn't affect you like that. It's amazing. It really doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, right. I've emailed him, and he's emailed me back and said about because we talked about earlier, and even when I went through Ohio, was coming back, um, said about it. But he had some other plans. He was doing some videos planned with small plots, and three's a crowd, I guess. But yeah, no, one day, I don't know when. Yeah, right. That seems to be the case for most fair food. Yeah. Hey, Travis Walker Experience, how you doing? Hey, Tony. You just gave me an idea for a Christmas hike. Ooh, there you go. Glad you made it through the tent camp. I know, right? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. If I wasn't filming and I was just going there and I crawl in it and like set it up and then crawl in, go to sleep. No problem. But it's all the up and down once I got it to get it set up. But those I like the how the frame all goes together with all the shock cord that goes through everything. It's all one big piece. You just snap it in there. I liked that. I really did. I liked it a lot. How easy it was to set up, just a little time consuming for me. That was the second time I set it up because I set it up for the review. And so the second time that I did set it up was much easier. Yeah, it was much easier. And I didn't pull the tent away and put more guy lines down that were hanging there on the tent, but it actually pulls the tent tighter away from the frame and from the inner tent to give more airflow. It really doesn't condensate. I had no condensation whatsoever on the inside of the tent. and but I've seen it pulled away. You could. Tony, if you're not really going to be doing future tent camping, then maybe you could raffle off that tent to someone for Christmas. Yeah, that's an idea, but I actually want to use it. But it's a good idea. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I could. Hmm. I'll be thinking about that. Definitely. I don't know about raffle. Uh, I don't. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Sorry, I missed you showing up. I agree with. I agree with Alpine. Yes, I want. There's some places that I need to do a stealth camp, but maybe I do just raffle it off and just say, "Ah, the heck with it. I don't need a tent." But there are some plans that I want to do with the tent, but maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just skip the tent thing and just get rid of it. Yeah. Thanks, Stitch. How are you tonight? Absolutely, Big Brother says, let's see. Homo Santa. Yep, Danny Work, I believe, is his name. Yeah, there. Okay, yes. Hey, I do adventures. How you doing? Hey, folks. Love y'all from here in North Carolina. So when did you guys' spring hammock hang down there? I was just thinking about you guys today for the North Carolina hammock hangers. Let's see. Sean saying, I hate driving far away for adventures, but I remember Tony driving all over the country, and it gives me the motivation to get on the road. And glad I did. Thanks. Oh, well, that's awesome, Sean's adventures. Yeah, yeah. It is a lot of fun. It really is. I'm looking forward to going on the road again soon. No. But I don't have a video coming so far for Thursday. I gotta get one done. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff I've been doing for the last couple week and a half. Uh the Amazon Best Buy 8-person tent would be perfect for you because it has all the headroom you need and use the one tiger's cot in it. Yeah. I wanted to try the cot, but like I said, it's for me when I had the cot, the one tiger's cot, and the tent and everything else in there, it was too heavy. I couldn't pick it up and swing it over my shoulder. And then I just started thinking, if I get the cot out here and it doesn't fit, well, then I would have just lugged the cot all the way out there. But with putting that pad on the ground, the cot definitely would fit. So yeah, yeah. A lot of people were thinking, "Hey, Tony, are you going to tent camp more often?" And actually, a lot of people that don't normally watch the videos for hammock camping actually commented and said, "Hey, I'm a tent camper too, or I've wanted to be in a tent. I don't know about a hammock, but." Yeah, they liked the video and said, "Glad to see you trying it." Yeah, and I tried it. Hey, Maria, how are you doing? Good evening, Tony and 2.0 family. There's Steve Cousins. How are you doing, brother? Greetings from Arkansas. Just got back from a few days at the Wilderness Cabin. It was cool enough for fires in the outdoor fire ring. Oh, nice. And the indoor fireplace. I love sitting by the fire. So I am going to have to make it down there, Steve. Yeah. So Steven messaged me when they came back from Arizona. Was it about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago? They drove 2 days through some snow and ice, but they were ahead of a storm front that was just dumping snow like 60 inches. And Stitch sent me pictures of snow out there in Colorado too. Saying good evening, Maria. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know if Santa that might be hard for me to set up a big tent. Also, finding a place to put it up. But oh, and Crackaday, thank you very much for that thought. Absolutely, yes. Let's see. Hey, Randy, how are you doing? Hi, Tony, and everyone. Better late than never. Absolutely, always better late than never. Oh, good. Yeah, I am still here, says Woods 87. Um, his wife. I will, Tony, but yes, he was a great guy. Loved doing camping. Uh, loved doing camping between you and Steve. He loved it so much. Oh, and was in the military. Well, thank you for his service. And just a real, very family guy. Unfortunately, um, forever 38. Oh, yeah. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, camping with Sam's says, so sorry for everyone's loss today. I finished filming a video this morning and got news my uncle John just passed away. Prayers for everyone. Yes, definitely prayers for everyone has experienced some loss recently. Uh, yeah, I mean, just the memories. And, one of the things when my dad passed away, one of the first things I remembered that one scripture, and I held on to it and still hold on to it to this day. But when you think about this life, scripture tells us that this life is but a vapor. So when you think about that, even though our loved ones pass away, when you put it in that concept of being outside of time, we'll be with them before the blink of an eye when you compare that to time and what eternity is like. So I know I'll be with my dad again soon in his timing and not mine. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you could talk Miss 2.0 into camping in a campground in an 8-person tent with 2 hammock stands. Oh, there you go. If so, that may be arranged. Uh, that, I was looking at Pennsylvania right now for November. You can't have a fire in a lot of campgrounds right now. It's like they're banned because of the time of year it is, which always kind of, I guess, with the wind and not having rain, stuff like that, it's high fire time. So, yeah, I was thinking of going to a campground. I thought I can't have a fire. I want to do the wood stove again, so a hot tent, but I can't have a fire. Even in that, just no open flames or any fire. They say you can use gas bottle. So if y'all remember the one reservoir car, uh, the camp that I did at a reservoir, I used the little buddy and put up the hammock tent, the cot, which was the first time I ever slept on the cot, and I cooked burgers on the grate with the hack where you turn the grate upside down and you slide into the handle. And I cooked 2 hamburgers in the it's in the car. I keep that one in the car. But the where I cooked the eggs in that pan the other night in that video, that's in the car. But I cooked 2 hamburgers on the little buddy. Yeah, so that was a fun video. Yeah, Kerry Gold is very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I think Kerrygold butter is the best. Yeah. I get mine at Aldi's. Don't forget to hit that like button, says Homeless Santa. Thank you very much, brother. Hey, Becca Wall, how are you doing? Sorry I'm late. Hope all is okay with you and your family. Love you and God bless. God bless you too. I love you too. I'm going to sneeze. I think I'm holding it back. Nope, not gonna sneeze. All right, good. Because that would have been. I sneeze kind of loud. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Randy says, yeah, I was napping. Let's see. Hey, Jellin official channel. Hi, how are you tonight? Oh, good, Leonard. It's Thanksgiving dinner. I remember you said last week it was going to be at the church. Good to hear it was good. You know, I went to, so we have a Mennonite store. A lot of times we call it the Amish store. There's two of them. But I went the other day. They had sliced turkey breast on sale for like $2.99. I was thinking of getting it, but then it was 99% fat free. And I thought, oh, if I get that, I'll have to roll my stick of butter in it and then just eat it like like a burrito. Yeah, it's a butter wrapped turkey. So during Thanksgiving, I got to figure out what I'm doing. We're going to our daughter's for our Thanksgiving, but Miss 2.0 just got her schedule, so she's not going to be able to be with us on Thanksgiving because she's 2 to 11. So I have to bring stuff back for her. Yeah. Oh, there's Sand Dollar. Jay, hello everyone. How are you doing tonight? Same as last year. Okay. April 4th, 5th, and 6th, or closest weekend to Woolly Swamp. Woolly Swamp, absolutely. That was a great place. And at Woolly Swamp, if you know anybody out there that watches Mr. Beast or knows anything about him, he did his plane crash video right there out that location at Woolly Swamp. And believe it or not, I, I, they told me that while I was down there, and turns out where I was hanging in my hammock, I was right across from where they had the main part of the plane. Yeah, really cool. Yeah, sandling rib roast. And thumbs up. Yep. Let's see. You are so welcome to stay with us. Yeah, definitely, Steve. How far away? Like, if I'm going to Florida in January, where is like, where's Arkansas? I had to look on a map. My geology wasn't very good. So geology, yeah, something like that. So where that's located. Oh, squirrel. A video. I don't know if you guys have seen the, or no, a lot of you that know the channel know that I did this. So back December of 2021, so it was pre-stroke. It was one of, I used to do gold panning, but I went to a rock bottom creek. And so I went to a creek, dig gold panning there on that day, and put up a video. And then 4 months later, 3 months later, I had my stroke. So I have not been gold panning since. But since December 21st, I mean, that video got some traction and it kind of went on and on. And it took it since the 21st December until October 2024. Look at that. So that's almost 3 years. It had about 15,000 views, but it just slowly climbed. Pennsylvania Gold is what the video is. And when I was down there, I never showed anybody this, but I found a lot of really cool rocks and things like that. But say all that to say this. There's a guy back that I used to watch when I was gold panning. His channel is Klesh, Klesh. So he's from Pennsylvania, like grew up in Pennsylvania, but he's in Colorado. And he was back in Pennsylvania, must have been like maybe September, because he put out a video in October, 2 different places doing gold panning in Pennsylvania. Plus, also, I should get them up here one day, show you the points for crystals that I've found looking around different places. But so I used to do that kind of stuff too. But he did a gold panning video. Now he's got 200 and some thousand subscribers on his channel, but he also buys it's called pay dirt and just different things like that, where you can buy sand and then you pan it at your house or things like that. It's a little hobby, and plus to learn to pan, see how gold feels like in the pan. So, but he was in Pennsylvania, and he wasn't far when he did the points. It popped up on my thing, so I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen him in so long. I watched him, and he was in PA, and I was like, hey, you're right there on Susquehanna River for one video, and then the other one was up around Tunkhannock, which I've looked at going years ago. I was looking for access to a stream up there because there is gold up there, but mostly the gold around Pennsylvania is glacier gold, but there is gold because I found it. I should get my little vial out and show y'all sometime if you're interested. But anyhow, squirrel alert, right? So anyhow, that because he was in Pennsylvania, all of a sudden my video, it's like number 2 in the list of most watched videos in the last 28 days. And I was like, what? So I looked, and I just looked a little earlier. That video that was at 15,000 views, I was seeing it pop up at like every 48 hours, there's almost 500 views. And I'm like, what's causing that to do that? And then I saw Klesh was in Pennsylvania. So it's kind of stirred people to look for videos in Pennsylvania gold. And I was actually thinking of eventually getting back out there and trying to do some more gold panning. There's one place when I did that drug manufacturer building, I found that a bedrock with the little slits in it. And I was thinking, laying in bed the other night going, oh, I could do a little bit of gold panning there. Maybe I could. But anyhow, so that video's got almost 30. Oh, it had 31,000 views recently. I just clicked over. I had 18,265 subscribers, and I just clicked over to this tab, and it rolls back into 61. It was funny because earlier today that happened as well. I was like up to 65, and then all of a sudden it rolled back to 58. And I was like, what's going on? But anyhow, back to the whole squirrel adventure that we're having right now. I think it was up around 31,000 views just since October 4th. So if you are a content creator and you got a video that's just out there, you never know. It may just start taking off again. So yeah, pretty cool. I wish I'd have known he was in the area. There was someone else that was just here as well that I follow that I didn't know that they were going to be in the area. And they were only like 20 miles away from me. And I thought, and I can understand you guys when you see a video that comes out and I just drive, especially when I was coming across the United States back and stuff. And whenever I put the video up, people are like, oh my gosh, I only live 20 minutes away from that spot. Well, should I have known you were here? And I'm already home, right? I'm already home for like 3 weeks, maybe sometimes 4. But I understand the frustration too, because I'd love to meet up with people. Just wish there was a way I could plan things out when I go on trips like that. But if I go back down to Florida, hopefully maybe Arkansas isn't too far. I got to look on a map. Watch it be like 400 miles away or more. Let's see. Leonard saying, love tent camping in Cold Springs and Chickasaw Recreation in Sulphur, Oklahoma. Awesome. Hey, Jason, how are you doing? Hello, Tony. I'm not much of a tent person. I just sleep out under the stars when I camp. I bring the tent just in case. Well, that is so cool. I was thinking of that the other day. I was like, I should do since I did the tent, like just do a lean-to with a tarp and then sleep on the ground. But then I was thinking there's so many spiders in the leaves right now. Because when we did that, I was kicking the leaves away for that camp. I saw probably 20 spiders all, and I like, oh, ain't sleeping on the ground. But yeah, I had so many spider webs. They were making webs all over the tent. They were just climbing up the sides. Yeah, and I did have that moth was inside, but then I had stuff on the outside because I had the light on inside of there, and I drew a couple things in, learning my lesson. There was a couple mosquitoes as well, but they don't like me. They didn't bite me at all. Yeah, uh, yeah. Search all the little chef hats. Let's see. Oh, I'm scrolling right now. Just Gonzalo 10. Yeah. That's the is that the tent you sent me the picture of that you just got? Where it just pops up all of a sudden like that, and you had sent me that picture. I just found out today that my friend's daughter passed away on Thursday. She was 34 years old. Please pray for her family. Absolutely, Becky. Yeah, my goodness, just so much loss right now. Yeah, very dry. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, it is. In fact, Mike, I don't know if you saw it, there was a couple JP videos. Did he do it? I'm not sure. There's quite a few people that just made videos. There's a lake in Pennsylvania that was so there was a town, and they took the town and wanted to make a lake, so they moved all the houses, but all the foundations were left there, and there was a bridge that was built in the 1800s, one of the arch bridges to get to the town to cross the lake, the river. Uh, they flooded it, so it's been underwater. They built a new big bridge across. It's been decades and decades. It's been just submerged, and there's sidewalks and stuff like that, and there's tree stumps because they cut all the trees down before they flooded it. But I was watching, there's still stumps there, and because we've had so little rain in Pennsylvania, and I don't know if they're working on something, but the original river is back to the banks, and what was normally, I guess, maybe 20 foot of water, 30 foot of water, it's gone, except for where the old riverbed is. And then people were invited, and you could go and walk around down there. I just saw it. A lot of people just put videos out about it recently. Forget the name of the place. Oh my goodness. Died last week. I didn't know the man, but I knew his son and son-in-law both. The first thing they said is he is in a better place. Absolutely. No. Yeah. Randy saying not going back to any tent unless I absolutely have to. Once the learning curve is achieved, it is supreme. Absolutely. So my first night in a hammock, because I didn't know how to lay in it, and I didn't know how to set it up either. But I was questioning it, but it's the cheapest thing I could afford to get me out and doing things. And plus it was cold. It was really, really cold. Like I said, I didn't feel my fingertips or my toes for like 3 weeks. But that was during that in Centralia. I did the hammock, my very first hammock hang during Snowstorm Izzy coming up the coast. Yeah. But now that, over the years, you just learn more and you get better, and you glean things from those that have done it for so long that it really becomes a blessing to just sleep in. And for me, and like I said, just getting up and down, the ground to put the stakes in and stuff, and then getting in when I can sit on my hammock, and then swing my feet over, and my feet are on the ground. And yeah, I guess you don't have to worry about flipping out of them, but it doesn't happen every time, but every once in a while. Oh, really? Okay, old and crackadated. One of my favorites in the hammock hot tent. Yes, the second time you went there, you showed the road going in. I didn't realize it was an off-road event. Oh, when I went, yeah, rode that power line in the Subaru. Yeah. Yeah, it actually had a four-wheeler. Some people were on a four-wheeler across from the reservoir, and they were shining a light around and stuff. Yeah, that was the first time I think I experienced someone out while I was out there, and I didn't know what they were doing, and they stayed there for a little while too. Hey, Tiny Camper Camping with Josh and Jen. How you two doing? All right. Hey, Tony, Josh and Jen here. Jen is in the other room. Laugh out loud. 2 days to go before surgery. Absolutely. Yeah, Josh, that's going to be great. Definitely praying for you and for this surgery. Yeah. Amen. Let's see. Anyone else here following Jay's real talk? He needs support, encouragement, and most importantly, prayer. Absolutely, definitely for Jay's real talk, because he is in a nursing home situation right now. But he was putting out little videos about his food and stuff. But if you can go over there and show him some love and support, thank you, Jeff, for doing that. Hey, Billy Smith, how are you doing? Let's see. Crazy Life Homestead. Hello. Hello, gang. Uh, Franklin, in Franklin, New York. Oh, New York. See what I mean? I can't read. Franklin, Kentucky. Yes. Hopefully it's going good down there in Kentucky. Yeah. That was my squirrel moment. Okay, I'm getting caught up. Have to go, everyone. Good night, Alpine. Wishing you all a wonderful week. I haven't gold panning in 4 years, but I would be real good at it now with right with the shake in my hand. I could do better than a shaker table. Absolutely, yeah. See, my big thing is I used to pan with this hand, and it's a technique. It's a technique, and then I'd have to do it left hand, or I could do it. There's a two. Usually, I do it with one, but there is a two-handed one because you just want the water to slush up there and just pull away some of the heavies. Yeah. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have to dig my stuff out. I definitely will. Yeah. All right. We are 35 miles. Oh, okay. Branson, Montana, Missouri. MO. Missouri or Montana? I think Missouri. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up too. I'm let's see, massive squirrel alert, DEFCON 4. Yeah, right, Dixie Cup. Let's see. Hunker in the bunker. Like that. I got squirrels and some cars. Is that a face plant stitch? Right? This is not a drill, right? You got squirrels going up. All right. We have a squirrel chewing on the deck at our cabin. Apparently, they do that to keep their teeth sharp and not overgrown. Yeah. Oh, how about that? Was it Peanut? The guy that had the pet squirrel? I saw a story about that too. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know if y'all do. You love spiders? What? And yeah, I'm not afraid of them. I just don't like them crawling on me in the middle of the night. Except for if I don't know about it, then it's okay. Cascades on the west coast. It is snowing. What? Snowing? Near the Cascades on the west. Snow came much earlier than usual this year. The skiers are excited. Oh, I can imagine. Just to bite you. Yeah, because I said mosquitoes don't like me. They don't like, oh, Missouri. Okay, thanks, Steve. Um, they don't like me. Every time I say that, people are like, what? And go figure. It's 50s. It was low 50s. I'm shining a light around with the Woo Band light that I've got. And it's like all these bugs. I'm like, man, isn't it too cold for you guys out here right now? Man, but they were flying. There was more bugs than when I was watching it on editing than were actually that I saw. So I've seen all these bugs, especially moths and stuff. I was surprised about all the different stuff. Hey, Victor, how are you doing? Yeah, especially wolf spiders. Yeah, definitely don't want a wolf spider around me. Hey, Richard, how are you doing? Oberstein. Hey, Tony says, all right. Becca Wall says wolf spiders carry their babies on their backs. They can carry them and keep on moving. They have faces. Huh. Love wolf spiders. Oh. Ew. Right. Uh, well, now that's creeping me out, right? Sorry. Yeah, they do, Becca. Let's see. Travis, how are you doing, Travis? Travis Taylor. Uh, saw you were in OKC the other day. That's my neck of the woods. Oh, perfect. Yeah, like I said, when I go through an area, I wish I would know like who's in the area, or I could say, hey, I'm going to be here. But a lot of times, if I'm driving, like I did out to Colorado and then Arizona and then home, I never knew where I was going to end up or where I was going to be. And yeah, that was 2 Thursdays ago, that video. Fish while fishing, right? Yeah, me too, Victor. 4 inches of rain, possibly. Tornadoes Monday morning. What? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're expected rain later this week. So towards I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, Missouri. Excuse me, I yawned. How many of y'all yawned just now? I can't believe I yawned. See, I'm tired lately. Oh, oh, good night, Maria. Absolutely. Stitch saying goodbye as well. I must have missed you saying goodbye up there. I apologize. Okay, I'm going down. Did I get to the bottom? I think I did. Kind of cold. Ground is saturated. uh, last month, I had 2 spiders in the bathroom with me. I could not get out of there fast enough, except the spiders were brown recluse. Yeah, no, they are no fun. Let's see. Hey, Jeff, people need to send you an email of their location address. Make a black book of RA 2.0 fans locations to keep on for future adventures. That's a good idea. Yeah. I I found a jumping spider in my car. Hopefully it got out, right? Oh, what's going on? They're all jumping. Hey, there's Hammock Mountain. How are you doing, brother? Yes, I'm glad to see you in here. Hello, everyone. A water leak made me late. Well, hopefully you got that fixed, but I'm here now. Uh, yeah, right. Enough with the spiders. Yeah, my dad was death. De- I don't like the term deathly afraid, but he was extremely afraid um, of spiders. I never heard him scream before, except for once when he went out on the back porch, like it was like a screen room, four season room or whatever, on the back of their house, and I heard this. "Ah!" So, and then he came running into the kitchen, and I said, "What's?" I thought someone was, he saw like something that really scared him. He said, "There's a spider out there." I went out and looked. I was only like 11 years old, maybe 12. I was like, it was a little teeny spider. I was like, and Dad, you're afraid of that spider? He didn't like spiders. No, he didn't. I can't imagine Pennsylvania being in a drought. Rained for 10 days straight, right where, right when I moved out there. Yeah, Jason. Well, when I was in Arizona, it was raining here. That's when the hurricane Helene came up through, and I just said to Lisa, Miss 2.0, the other day, I was like, "Hey, said it's gonna rain at the end of the week." She goes, "Oh, I hate rain. It's gonna rain again." I was like, "It hasn't rained since I've been home. It sprinkled a couple times, but never. Maybe it did rain once. Can't remember." But not like rain, 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 go away, come back another day. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, glad you made it, Hammock Mountain. This early scares me. Yeah, snow is getting up in the mountains. 1964 floods all over again. Well, hopefully not. Um, yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully it's Yeah, that's what happened in North Carolina. Really saturated ground. Uh, hey, Patrick, how you doing? Hello, everyone. Forgot you start at 7 now. That's a bit earlier for those of us that have to work the weekend. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I was thinking because we usually stay on for 2 hours. I thought, well, if people don't catch the first hour, they can catch the second hour. And the thought, yeah, and it gets some people on earlier that like to do other stuff at night before, not just sit here and listen to me yap. Let's see, an hour and 32 minutes. Okay, all right. So, does anybody have any questions about the last camp that we did? Yeah, wasps. Yeah, right now, if you want to, paper wasp, they make those big nests in the trees and stuff. Right now is a good time to find those because all the leaves are off the tree. They scream like a 7-year-old, right? And that's about how my dad did too. Yeah, and a couple of my kids, they're like, do you ever get one of your kids coming and you're in the middle of sleep and they found a spider in their room? They say, I ain't going back in there till it's killed. And then you're spending all this time looking for it. And you find it and you got to get rid of it before. I remember we took one, we caught it with a cup and took it and let it go outside because spiders are good for outside, especially for bugs and stuff like that. Really helps a lot. Let's see. I like most bugs. Scares me is natural. Awesome. I know. So old and Crackaday has always got stuff he comes up with. Spiders, and I handle the snakes. There you go. So she's tough. Yeah. Uh, uh-huh. Yeah. Are you a tomboy at Dixie Cup? Let's see. You're on a roll, and Cracadated. You usually, I tell you what, old and Cracadated, you should do a little bit of stand-up comedy. Yeah, you should. Those old one-liners. I can worked in the woods until I retired a couple of years ago. Um, there are mountain lions here. Mountain lions do str- s- stream like a lady. Probably that's scream. Stream like a lady. Yeah. Scream like a lady. Hmm. Interesting. I think foxes. Oh, how about that fox we got on the game cam? Yeah, that was really, really cool. Went right across that log. So it was going on the log, but then it would jump off the log and, put its nose under the log a little bit. So what I'm thinking is that maybe woods mice were under that log, coming in and out, running there, and it was trying to catch one of them. Looked like he was familiar with that spot, so maybe that's a familiar spot that he hunts at. Yeah, yeah. I heard they had rain for most of the hang. Would have loved to have been there. Yeah, Becca, I think I saw you on a make a comment on somebody's video about the hang, that you weren't able to make it. Yeah, that would be cool because actually, Texas that'd have been fun. Yeah, scream, Victor. Right. Let's see. Who's for any good down top quilt? So Hammock Mountain asking that. Let's see. Hashtag save the spiders. Right. It's trending right now on YouTube. I would be interested to see more tent camping. How did your back feel after? It felt not bad. I actually stayed in there. I didn't get out of the tent until 9:30 in the morning. Um, so I got out to set up the time lapse, and then I went back in. And then I was like, do I get out? Do I stay here? It was one of those mornings where I was like, and I was a little achy, as well. Because I'm just used to the hammock. Very, very comfortable. I was a little achy, but I think I was coming down with something. And I've been fighting something for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. But feeling better today, especially. Tent camping, yes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it again, but yeah, my back wasn't bad. Yeah, bullet ants. Never heard of those. Being a kid like that, Dixie, a condition for all being a grown up. Good thing. Yeah. Ah, I never thought of that. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So Randy's got a question here. Tony, did you get cold with that uninsulated mat? No, I did not, because I think the ground is not really cold yet. In the winter, I probably would have, but it is a non-insulated mat. But you figure I got the ground cloth, and there is like a layer of. It's not like you're laying on straight ground. There's so much mulch and fibrous roots, like peat moss, that's on the ground under the leaves. And someone said you probably didn't have to kick the leaves out of the way. I'm not I'm not a tent guy, so I didn't know that. But I'm kind of glad I did, because I found sticks and then I could see the rocks, any rocks that were there. Really wasn't much. And then so you got the under the ground cloth, then the tent bathtub or the base of the tent, bottom of the tent, then that pad. I really didn't get cold, and I had my top quilt, and I did make the top quilt like a fold over bed. So I was on top of the top quilt a little bit, and then it was over me as well. So Yeah. So it didn't allow me to get cold. But I'm sure if we're in the middle of winter and I've got the ground's frozen, then I would definitely, that would not be good. That would not, I would definitely get cold then. Killed spiders, and then there was a time living in my grandma that I got bit in my sleep 4 times. So now I catch them and let them go outside and build some good karma. Absolutely. Yeah, you kill them, then they go get 20 more and then bring them back. Let them go and they go tell everybody, hey, this guy was nice. Leave him alone. Oh, that's cool, Steve. The whole way had everybody. I could imagine that. I definitely could. Trying to catch his prey. Yeah, that's one thing. Like when they go up in the air and then they come down and pounce. Love seeing that. Okay, so Patrick is asking for how Stitch got that nickname of Stitch. It's actually a trail name. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna type. That's a lot to type out, Patrick. But yeah, when he was hiking, he got a cut. Um, and use the hair to stitch it together until he could get it stitched to stop the bleeding and stuff like that. So got the name Stitch. Yeah. Hopefully I said that right, Stitch. Yeah. Yeah. And, okay. Oh, so that's the top quote. Enlightened equipment quilts and a hammock gear quilt. It would I would vouch for both of them. Yeah. Sign up with both emails. Normally has a sale around this time. Yeah, so if there is anything that you're looking for, a lot of vendors and stuff have um, sales. For Black Friday sales, they go on all through leading up to it. In fact, the refrigerator that's in the car. Do you know, Stitch? I have not had to plug that power bank in since I stuck that new refrigerator in at all. I haven't, and I just went down and had coffee this morning with the guys, and I came back to the house. It ran last night and through the day, because the car's not running. I'm at 100%. I carry the extension cord in there now because I was always having to plug it in every 3 days, something like that. That refrigerator uses next to nothing in power, next to nothing. It's incredible. I can't believe it. I just haven't had to plug the power bank in. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Black Friday deals. Gear in the cart. I have a hammock gear in the cart. Just need a second opinion. Thanks. Stitch says I like spiders, even the nasty ones. Like the camel spider I hung out with in the Middle East. Yeah, I've seen pictures of those. Yes, Gary. I like all spiders. Like I say, I don't mind them. I just don't like sleeping with them. uh, yeah, the first time that screaming sound, I was like, "What?" I said to my boss. For some reason, I thought it was a goat. Goats. Funny how the human mind works. My boss, a very thoughtful Vietnam vet. Oh yes, yeah. That I'm sure that would be pretty frightening. You know what's So when I was growing up, my parents bought a farm. Um, wasn't a working farm. Well, I mean, I had a barn and stuff, but Eventually, we got chickens and stuff like that. But on the farm, they had peacocks. I remember going to see it, the farm, when I was little, and they were screaming. I forget what kind of noise they make, but they're like, I think they make a screaming noise too. Peacocks. Yeah, the origins of nicknames. Something, right? Uh, you will be supporting. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, and hammock gear. So when I was down last year, Stitch and I were down at HangCon. We got a chance to talk to Adam, and he, in that interview, that video, I think it's day 2 of the video for HangCon last year or 2024. Um, Adam talks about that, just how the seamstresses are really, really good and are from Ukraine. Yeah, cuz. Oh, I wonder why, cousins. Yeah, that's cool. And I have 15-degree top and underquilt outdoor vitals, pricey but cozy. Ah, right? Absolutely, Patrick. Shriek. Yes, that's it. They shriek. Yeah, loud too. They can be scary thinking ladies screaming. Hey, Carver family, welcome, welcome. Yeah, yes, peacocks sound like cats. Oh, so we're in a town. We live in a town, right? You know, little town. So cats, you got stray cats and stuff. You got other animals. So about maybe 2 months ago, we looked outside. There's a chicken in our backyard. We don't have much of a yard, so it came in the gate and it was in the yard, over by the gate. And Lisa's like, "There's a chicken outside." I'm like, "No way, there's a chicken. There's a chicken out there." And then we would see it every once in a while. So what's funny is we didn't see it. Well, not funny, but we didn't see it for a while. We are just thinking of this chicken. And our trash guy comes tomorrow, so I had to take trash out. And Lisa took a bag out, and I took a bag out. And we're going, and there's the chicken. It's at the gate of the thing. And I'm thinking, with all these stray cats around, I'm surprised that that chicken isn't eaten. He holds his own, or she holds her own. It's a hen, and it's dark maroon, like Rhode Island red, kind of maybe. So anyhow, I don't know if it was somebody's Easter present or something. Maybe they had a chicken and let it go. But there's a chicken in town, and uh, so we see it, and then I come upstairs because it runs from you. But I come upstairs, and I'm doing stuff, getting things ready in here and stuff like that. And I get a message from Lisa. She goes, "It's on our back porch. It came to the door." And she opened the door and it wanted to come in. And or she was worried it would come in, but we have cats. But they must get along with the chicken because the cats go outside and come in and go out. But yeah, and then by the time I went down to cook dinner, uh, it was dark. So mostly chickens, they'll go roost when it gets dark. So anyhow, we got a chicken. I messaged down to Lisa. I said, look for eggs. We need a chicken. We need a couple chickens. I had a friend who did a rent. He had a rent a. He probably still has it. Rent a chicken business where you could rent a chicken. You know, people have like summer houses and things like that. They go away for the summer. They do that on Long Island. Some people. He would drive chickens. I don't know if it was two or a couple, maybe three. I don't know how many chickens they would do. He built a pen that has a open area, and you just put it in the yard, and then you pick up your yard or pick it up on the one end and roll it and set it back down, and they eat. They just are in there. But he delivers the pen, enough feed for the whole season, and then the chickens, and then you get chickens um, that are all caged. All you got to do is give them water and stuff, and then he comes back and he picks at the end of the season. He picks the chickens up and brings them all back home, and then has all these pens. But he would go into Long Island and stuff from Pennsylvania. He said it was expensive getting through the bridge and stuff, so those chickens cost more. But people liked getting the chickens, renting them, and he would rent the chickens out for the season, and pretty cool. But he said the funniest thing is that people got attached to their chickens. Not attached, but like, oh, these are my chickens. I love these chickens, and they would literally ask for the same chickens back the next year because he had repeat customers. They like, hey, you got our chickens from last year? We'd like the same ones. And he said that is the hardest thing, is trying to remember which chickens went to who. So yeah, I don't know if he actually got them all the chickens back, but yeah. Scream. Yeah, mountain lion scream will make your hair stand up. If you have no hair, it won't grow fast enough to stand up. Oh, let's see. Holden Crackaday laugh out loud says, Freddie, let's see. Well, I spend time summer camp, a valley next door. We call it Peacock Valley. I'm going to scroll down real quick. Anybody got any more questions for me? Because we're getting up on our 2-hour mark. And I'm going to say goodnight pretty soon. We got a couple more minutes, but just wanted to look real quick if anybody has any last minute questions. They're pretty aggressive. Let's see. I would love have my own chickens. Yeah, for eggs. That would be fun. Like I said, it was a rented chicken. Yeah, I don't know if that's a regular business model that maybe some people have it, but he had customers all over, couple different states. Antelope hunt. Oh, cool. There are tons of mountain lions, but only the ranch family could hunt them. Wow. You can have chicken in New York. You can have chickens in New York City, but if your neighbor complains, it's over. Really? Oh, that is chicken alert. Chuck Jones. Yeah. See, it's only been a handful of wildcats. Let's see. There we go. Thanks, Hammock Mountain, for a question here. It's called a chicken track. Oh, real quick. Hold on before I get to that. There's chickens. Dick's got chickens. It's called the chicken tractor. It says Jeff. Let's see. Did you miss your hammock when you woke up in a tent? Like I said, it was yes. It's but you do it for the video, right? No. So it wasn't. It was nice. It was different. It was different. So, like I said, I do want to do more tent camping at different times, but yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because there's some places I go that I can't get a hammock up, and that would be an option. I would love to just put the do one where I don't use the fly, but I use a tarp. Put a big tarp up over it, like that one Tiger's tarp, big tarp, and I have the tent just with the screen room in it. I like that. There's ideas I have, but we'll see. Yeah, great hanging with the tribe tonight, says Steve. Backyard review and adventures. Love your flag. Thanks for all you do, Tony. Well, thank you so much. Back, yeah. So last week's video, the flag was up and down. We did for Veterans Day, so I spent some time today, and I thought, you know what, we're gonna run it this away. So I did that while I was redding up. What's redding up? That's cleaning up, straightening up, redding up. All right. Let's see. So, will there be a video on Thanksgiving? So, I usually do have a video for Thanksgiving. I've done that for the last couple of years. So, we did the in the hot tent. We cooked the Thanksgiving dinner in the hot tent. So, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'm still trying to figure out this week and stuff. So, yeah. Trying to figure it out. I do have a video that I've got an idea for. It hasn't been executed yet. I don't know if I want to wait till it gets colder for that one or not. We'll see. Yeah. So that's do you plan on camping on Thanksgiving? So yeah. So I'm thinking of doing a video for Thanksgiving. I like having a video over the holidays while people are just gathered around and then they eat. They're all full. They don't like watching things on TV, but maybe they want to watch a video. Oh yeah! Did you plan to go camping in Colorado this winter with Stitch? You know what? That would be a snowy one, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd have to get back out there. Which maybe I'll do a little drive. Maybe I'll drive out there to Colorado and then down to Florida. Stop and then get up there and see Steve too. But I got to look up where you're at, Steve. Yep. That video, the one that I did last year, with the hot tent. No, we didn't get much snow. We don't get much snow. A couple of years ago, we had a couple snowstorms. Last year, we had a little bit of snow. We really don't get that much snow, and it snowed in January while I was down in Florida at HangCon. I think that's when we finally got snow. Can't wait for Thanksgiving. Making zucchini bread with zucchini from the garden. Oh, that'll be cool, Jason. Yeah. So I will be eating. I don't know what I'm eating yet on Thanksgiving, but whatever I eat is gonna be Thanksgiving. Yeah. Like I said, we're going up to our daughter's. She usually hosts things at her house, and all the grandkids will be there, and majority of our kids will be there. Jonathan won't be able to make it home for that because they got the out there in Ohio now. So yeah, it does. It does sound tasty. All right. Well, remember, right there is my email. If you'd like a channel sticker, send me an email and I will work on getting you a channel sticker out. Tony will eat his Thanksgiving ribeye. Yeah, it's probably going to be. You know what? I usually get every couple of days, I'll get like 3 pounds of hamburger. And I eat hamburger and everything. So maybe I'll eat some hamburgers and eggs. Because chicken, turkey. I wonder if I can find a turkey egg. Ooh, that'd be good. You know what? They do have the molds for turkey butter. I could have slice up my turkey butter. Yeah, those turkey molds. All right. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for jumping on tonight. Oh, we're almost down to it. You know what? I had this all set up. No, I didn't. Uh, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I got my other phone here, and I was going to play my exit music. Oh, well, you guys know what it sounds like. All right, cue the music. No, can't. All right, so, well, you guys have a great week. And remember, it's just one adventure at a time. And I'm really glad we get together on Sunday nights. Lord willing, we'll continue to be able to do that. And thank you all for just all of the support and the love that you show me. And don't forget to send me an email if you want a sticker. And I have no clue what I'm doing for a video yet. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. So hopefully, all right, Tony 2.0 out. And we got to say goodbye. And I got to reach up here and do this. And right. So we're just a little over 2 hours. All right. God bless y'all. Much love and thanks everyone for sharing with me. And we'll be praying for all those that lost loved ones. Good night, Johnny. Good night, Mary. All right. Backyard reviews. Good night. See you next week. Good night, Homeless Santa. Good night, Freddie. Good night, Hammock Mountain. Good night, good night, good night, old and cracking-dated. All righty. Good night. I don't know what's ended. It didn't end. I'm clicking on buttons. Oh, we're still here. Hey, good morning. No, all right. See